Welcome back. New day, new workout. I've got 18 kilos today, just to let you know where my weight's at. It's kind of right in the middle of what I've got. So it's not super heavy, but it's going to challenge me a bit on my presses. So I'm doing a pyramid, slightly different variation that I've done in the past. So what I've got going on is a really long, not a really long, a complex movement, which is a bunch of movements into one exercise. And I'm going to do right side, left side, and then as one. So let me just show you and then I'll explain a little bit better. So the movement looks like this. It's so again, right side all the way through. So snatch, rack, reverse lunge, rotate, press, and back. And then when I put it down, straight leg because I want to engage the hamstring. And then I'm going to do left side. Snatch, rack, reverse lunge, rotate, press, back, and then put down again, straight legs for hamstring. So that's one. When I get to round two, I'm going to do right, left, right, left. So 1, 2. Round three, I'm going to go right, left, right, left, right, left. And then so because each one takes a fair bit of time, I'm only going up to 6 and then back down. I've never done this, so I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm going to have to watch the clock a little bit. If I get to, a halfway mark, 15, and I'm not done 6 by then, I may have to cut it short. The other side of that equation is I may get to 6 and have a whole bunch of time left. In that case, I may modify and add 7, depending if I got way too much time left. But if I kind of around that middle point, I'll just finish a bit early. Okay. So again, I do all my workouts under 30 minutes. That's my philosophy. You don't need more than that. And I'm here to prove it. So grab a weight that's going to challenge you on the press. That's probably going to be the most limiting movement. Not super heavy today because once we on a pyramid, you're going to get tired out through the middle. But enough that it's, not super easy either. So grab a weight. I've got 18 kilos. And yeah, let's get into it. So again, a pyramid, right, left, up to 6, back down to 1. I may make a modification in the middle depending on how timing's going, but that's the plan for right now. Okay. So ready, steady, let's get into this. Go. So snatch, rack, reverse lunge, rotate, press, back, and then hamstrings down, snatch, rack, reverse lunge, rotate, press, and then hamstrings back down. Okay, so that's round one. Take a sip of water, take the rest. Today is not intended to be high intensity. As you can see, it's very slow movements, very methodical. Today, what today's about is, I had a rest day yesterday. It was Father's Day. Had a nice day of golfing. So I'm just starting my week, starting my workout week. So I want to get the body moving. I'm going to have a harder workout tomorrow. Today's about, a little bit of mobility, stretching a bit. That's why I got the rotation in there. Okay, so let's do round two. So I'm going to do right, left, right, left. Okay. Snatch, rack, reverse lunge. And the second one now. Oh wait, I was thinking hamstrings there. Okay, that's 2. So as you can see, it does, once we start getting into higher reps here, it does eat up a fair amount of time. So it will be interesting when I get to the halfway point, just how long it does take. Like I said, I've never done this style before, and I'm curious. I I really enjoy variety. I find if I do the same thing, I get bored pretty easily. So that's why I enjoy the challenge of coming up with new workouts almost every single time. You know, they follow a similar format, but different rep counts, different weight, different exercise, all of it. And really, the options are limitless. Okay, so round 3, let's get into it. So again, 1, 2, so right, left, right, left, right, left. That's how I'm doing my 3s. Snatch. So this will challenge you on balance. That's 2. And that's 3. Okay. To be honest with you, I'm struggling to keep track of the rep count because I don't know. I'm finding it hard to keep count. So I'm gonna have to focus here. Pretty sure I did 3 there. So that was 5 minutes to do 3 rounds. It'll probably take another 8 minutes to do the next 3. Yeah, you know what? This might just be it. I think maybe just 6 might be it. So we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna get right into 4 because now I'm thinking I might be a little bit tight on time. So here we go, round 4. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And that's 4. Okay, I think we'll be good on time. We got 7.5 minutes here to do, well, really a little bit more, because once I'm midway through 6, that's kind of the midway point. So you got about 8 minutes to do the next 2 rounds. Should be okay. So I did notice in that round, though, I'm starting to get a little tired. Starting to have an impact here. Temperature's rising. Perspiration's kind of starting a little bit. Breath is elevated. So I think I've got a good weight, and I like where this is going. Okay, round 5. Let's get it. Trying to open the hips here when I do that. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. And that's 5. Okay, I think I've got a good grasp of it now. Six is all we're going to go. We'll likely finish around the 26 minute mark or so. And that's pretty good for today. That's kind of what I was hoping to achieve. If I was way ahead of time right now, I would add another round, but by the time this rest is finished, and probably take me 2.5 minutes to do round 6 there. 19, 18, 17, yeah, that'll be good. 7 will be too much. Okay, catch your breath, and let's get right into it. So this is the pinnacle round. It's gonna feel long, and you can do it. So focus your mind, just one movement at a time. Okay, 6, let's get it. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. Last one here. And 6. So, well done. We've made it over the halfway point where you got more than half the time left. We're plenty good. Now, if I was to do this exact same workout again, knowing how much time is left here, I may challenge myself with the same weight to get that 7th round in. But don't forget, it's not just adding the 7. It's adding a 6 on the other side as well. So really, when you add 1, you're adding 2. So in order to accomplish that, I would be taking less rest here in between each round and probably speeding up the reps slightly as well. So it can be done, but it would completely change this workout to a high intensity one. So if you want to do that next time, you like this workout, you like this flow, sometimes you like the flow of an exercise, but you want the higher intensity, well, that's how you do it. You copy the flow, increase the weight, or increase the speed. Okay, I'm going to start working my way back down. So 5, here we go. That's 1. I have to count out loud to myself so I can keep track. And that's 2. That's 3. Oh. That's 4. One more. And that's You know, I used to work out with music or podcasts, actually. I'd always be listening to something. And since I've been doing these videos, I don't listen to anything. And at first I thought I would miss it, but I really don't. I really enjoy the exercise of the mindfulness of it. It is a bit of a challenge sometimes to bring my thoughts back into the moment, to focus. So, you know, counting and really focus on form of the exercises. And I find one of the very few times in the day that I allow myself this mindfulness, because I do fall into the trap of always keeping distracted with radio or music, conversations, people. Okay, sweat's really coming down now. A little muggy out, kind of warm, but it's a hard workout. I'm glad I went up in weight. I originally had 14 kilos, but I went up to 18. I'm glad I did that. Okay, 4. I'm actually definitely taking longer rests. Knowing I've got the luxury. 1. 2. 3. 4. 3 more rounds to go. Sweat's really coming on now. Okay, let's do 3 here. Let's just move it along. Let's get her done. That's 1. That's 2. 3. All right, we'll be done at 25. Don't need much rest on these last 2 here, so not going to take much. Just going to bang these off. And I'm really happy with how this workout went for a Monday, first day back. Okay, let's go. 2. That's 1. And 2. So I definitely could have done 7. It would have been a little more rushed. It would have been a bit rushed, but it's definitely doable. And it would be quite exhausting at that weight, the one that I got. So I'm going to bang this off 1, so I can call this a 25-minute workout. And there we go. So 25-minute workout, pyramid. Very rare that I do a pyramid in that time. So I'm happy with it. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a nice pace. Good one to come back to if you don't want a high intensity. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. So maybe one day I'll come back to it. But anyways, thanks for joining me. See you next time.